What's going on? This is another edition to Check Me Out. And this featured artist that we got coming for this time is none other than L Smooth. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's happening? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Now, most people probably know who you are. I know you got tons of fans. You got a bunch of followers, and everybody is very familiar with the stuff that you do. But for those that may not know, can you give us just a little intro, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I go by the name of L Smooth, hip-hop artist from Midwest City, Oklahoma. That's where I grew up.
M-Dub.
M-Dub, Gold Bombers, straight up, black and gold. I'm in this hip-hop thing, man. Been going on probably like my 6th year, really trying to push it, you know what I mean, professionally. I've been rapping since, everybody been rapping since they was little. They was in the mirror with the microphone, beatboxing at the lunch table and all that, so we all got that story. But just really been pursuing it about 5-6 years. It's just been going hard for the state, and for the city, you know what I mean? Just dropped a project last month, Era of an MC.
All right.
So that's out.
Speaking of that, how's the buzz been going for it?
Man, it's pretty good, man. I mean, I enjoy it just for my core people that really dig it. I mean, I'm glad they really dig it, I should say. And just trying to gain some new fans and just hope everybody, picks up on it. It's real classic, original hip hop. So hopefully, I know there's a fan base for that out there still. It's still being made, you know what I mean? So we just need you guys to go ahead and gravitate towards it, and people that really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all.
And I see that you got a nice little review in the Gazette. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Definitely shout out to the Oklahoma Gazette. They gave me a review on it like a week after it dropped. And Ben Lucian, shout out to him, he was a writer in it. And they just said, hey, it's just classic original hip hop. All the features are Oklahoma based. I didn't have to reach outside the state, which reason why I did that, I wanted to showcase the talent in the state. You know what I mean? Right. That's why I did that. But it's got some pretty, said some pretty nice things about it. As far as just, the title track, I got a posse cut at the end, like the Wu-Tang, where I had all 9 members on there just going in.
Right.
That's
right.
That classic material, so I got that. You got some storytelling, some metaphors, some conscious talk, man, and just some hardcore rhyming on there, man, on some hardcore beats, so.
Speaking of beats, I noticed that you had a lot of production from Spider, God rest his soul. But can you talk a little bit about y'all's working relationship and how that kind of jumped off?
Yeah, man, I met him, I think, in 2009. I was blessed to meet him. Like I said, God rest his soul, man. He taught me a lot. And just when I was really playing around with it, I didn't know who he was. Me and the homie, we did something for work purposes. You record in the closet at the house. The quality wasn't great. We've all done that.
Yeah.
That's when we was just playing around, and someone was like, hey, man, you guys are actually pretty good. I know somebody that has a real studio. If you just get your quality up and some original beats, y'all could be dope.
Right.
So that's what led to me meeting Spider. And the first time I met him, man, he blew my mind. I'm like, man, I didn't know there's people really going hard like that or was that talented in the state of Oklahoma, hip-hop wise.
And you mentioned that you had a bunch of Oklahoma-based artists. So can you talk about some of the artists that guest appearance on the album?
Yeah, man. Let's see. AD Tracks from Mainframe Family. If you guys aren't familiar with him, you need to get familiar with him and the whole Mainframe Tracks family. AD Tracks, so he's on there, a track called For the Family. And then we got, let's see who else. We got Shyla Vaughn.
Okay.
Who, she's on the Pillowcases track.
Love that track.
Yeah.
Love that track.
That's a favorite. We got Marilyn, who's on a track called Jordans.
That's absolutely my favorite track on the record.
Okay, word up. So she's dope.
Yeah, she's an incredible artist. I've had the opportunity to be at a couple of shows with her and meet her. She's incredible.
Yeah, so y'all heard it from him. It ain't just me talking. So, Ace Kenny say it's dope, it's dope. So, but yeah, she was dope, man. Stutter Butter from the north side, Oklahoma City. Real dope MC. He's on Weekend Clean. We got, on the Posse joint, I got like AD Tracks from Mainframe. Element Life, Continental Cud.
Apex was on there.
Apex Bussin'.
Yeah.
Sheezy. I'm not forgetting nobody. not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna forget nobody on this one, so I'm gonna have to look at this because
It's
everybody
all right.
went in. You know what I mean?
It's all right. It's all good.
My man KB, he moved to Texas, but he's Oklahoma, born and bred. And We Are Those Weirdos, young group collective, man, they dope too. Two of those cats, so they killed it. Who else we got on the project? Oh, my dog CAP, man. I don't know how I forgot about him. I guess you gotta save the best for last. CAP, who produced the track, and I've been working with him as well. He's really actually my engineer, and we actually knocked out an EP last year, inspired by Kendrick Lamar's "Pimp a Butterfly" that did real well.
Yep.
And so make sure you go get that. But shout out to CAP, he did a track called Slick Talk. A beat was produced by Spider, the Wise Musician, but he added a few things to it.
Yeah.
Kind of spiced it up. So yeah, man, I'm kind of real happy. Happy with the project. And you know, from people that's heard it, they like it. So that's a good thing.
That's the important thing, you know, especially when you put something out there, you want people to obviously respect it, and then, you know, to feel it, you know, as well. How many projects have you released prior to this one?
I released 3.
And what would you say would be the most, what's different about this project in relation to the other projects?
It's just the growth, man. I've gotten better since I started rapping, like really trying to rap 5-6 years ago. Like my writing, my flow, delivery, I've just gotten a lot better, and people can tell the progression from, like, I dropped my last mixtape like 2013, but I dropped that EP last year, and you can tell from that mixtape to the EP, it's like, man, this cat thing got better, and then you jump from the EP to this. So it's just, you know, I just got a lot better, man. You know, I've studied, honed my craft, studied some of the greats, continue to study some of the greats. You know, the delivery, the vocabulary, you know what I mean? It's just the storytelling. So it's just overall a better project.
Now, on the intro of the track, it kind of talked about, I mean, the album's called Arab and Emcee. So would you consider yourself a rapper? Would you consider yourself an MC? And for those that don't know, can you kind of break down what's the difference between the two?
Well, it's kind of really a gray area. I mean, the whole title Arab and MC is because it's basically some of the new music now, you know, it's classified maybe as rap, but you may not
Right.
even understand what they're saying.
No.
So, which, don't get me wrong, it's cool, you know, in certain parts of the day, you know, if you're in a club or whatever, and you know, you ain't got to understand the words, you just turn it up. But the whole MC, man, used to move the crowd. If you know Rakim, you know, legendary artist, you know, some people's top 5 of all time. You know, Rakim said MC means move the crowd, you know, with the microphone. So, but in the intro, I had like Ice-T on there. He explained, you know, the difference between an MC and a rapper. I would call myself an MC. Most people call me that just off when they hear me. You know what I mean? The style of music and just my flow and everything. I'm talking about something that's not just mumbling and this, that, and the third. So,
now that you've got this project out, what's next for you?
man, I'm just trying to push this everywhere, man. I'm just trying to go worldwide with it. I mean, I'm from Oklahoma, but that's not where I'm going to be. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You have to take it across state lines, across the waters, if you're blessed to do so. So I'm just going to push it as far as I can. I mean, I have, right now, before I dropped it, I have Pillowcases that was out, which is the video for that.
Right.
And got a pretty good buzz. And then the second one was Plateau. Which
Love
got a
that
pretty
video.
good. Thank you. They got a pretty good buzz on that one. So I'm definitely going to shoot a couple more videos to tracks off of that. Probably the Jordan's joint. You know what I mean? You may have you in there because you got Jordan's on.
Appreciate that.
You know
Nice
what I
plug
mean?
for my Westbrooks.
Yeah, most def. So you know, you might see your man Ace Kennedy in there. So we're gonna do a couple videos. I'm doing shows all the time. You know, if you want to book me for a show, actually, you can send it to lsmoothmusic@gmail.com.
There we go.
lsmoothmusic@gmail.com if you want to book me for a show. But I'm just trying to take it as far as it'll take me, man. You know what I mean? That's just what it's all about. I think some of the songs on here, people definitely need to hear. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I've talked to some other artists, and some of the Oklahoma artists have a problem with unity. And I know for you, you seem to reach out and work with willing artists that are about their business, about their craft. So can you speak on what put you to that point to where, you know, like I said, some artists in Oklahoma are clicked up and they only want to work with artists that they know versus actually reaching out to more artists? How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm just a fan of music, first and foremost. So If you dope, I'm gonna reach out to you. I reached out to Mr. Ace Kennedy. I reached out to you. Last year we got a dope track with y'all here at some point. Some people already heard it, but we're gonna get it out there. It's under wraps. It's a killer. But I'm just a fan of music, man. So you know me, I go to shows I'm not even booked at.
Absolutely, that's definitely true, and that's actually where I first met you at. I met you through G-Ball Jr. And he was just talking about, yo, this dude is dope, and I remember he put you on the project Magnum Opus album, and you know, incredible vocals, great storytelling. But what are some of your biggest accomplishments in the game now?
I don't know, man. Really, to just have people listen to it. To be honest with you, like that's an accomplishment because everybody won't listen to you.
Right.
Especially being from Oklahoma. You know, I have music online, but I still sell music out to Trump. I mean, it's also in stores too as well. But like, when you trying to let people know that, you know, when you're in Oklahoma trying to sell music or promote your music out in the streets or whatever, people look at you funny because there's a stigma that Oklahoma doesn't have any talent as far as maybe singers or rappers. So just really, man, to have people listen to it and the people that genuinely love it and put their other people onto it, that's like big for me, to be honest. I didn't think, like I said, 5-6 years ago, I'm just doing it, you know, rapping in a closet just for the homies at work, you know, the 25 employees, just so we can have something to laugh about. But I never thought I would get to this point as far as putting out projects, getting write-ups, you know, going to New York, performing, getting love, LA, Team Moolah. So just little small things, just for people to listen to it is big for me, to be honest.
Well, would you say that the support is bigger outside of the city or outside of Oklahoma, period? Or would you, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. That's the whole thing. You really can't measure. It's probably people out here driving around that's bumping Ace Kennedy, but you wouldn't know it.
True. That's absolutely
and
true.
The same thing, you know, bumping L Smooth, you wouldn't know it. But I mean, you may see it online here and there. But I definitely get a lot of love out of the state, man. I mean, they like, man, where you from? And I tell them where I'm from, they like, nah, man, you from, yeah, I'm from Oklahoma, man. But I mean, I get love when I try to do my best, man, when I'm performing. I have a great time, you know what I'm saying, get the crowd involved. And I definitely do get a lot of love outside the state. But I get some love in the city, you know what I mean, in the state of Oklahoma. But it's hard to measure because you don't know, you know, it's closet fans of everybody.
I know you like to give back to the community. I mean, like I said, you do a lot of positive music. You got a lot of positive messages. So is there anything in particular coming up that you're doing for the community?
Yeah, no doubt, man. First off, I appreciate that, man. It's always important to give back when you can. I mean, it doesn't take much, man. It can just be talking to somebody.
Right.
You know, if you got some old sneakers that are in good condition, give them to somebody. You know, it don't take a lot of money. It just takes your time and your heart. You know what I mean? But with that being said, first off, shout out to my man D-Funk with or Michael Ray Stretch L with D-Funk. We do what we do for every year around the Christmas time. We do when rap gives.
Okay.
To where we just get, you know, it's kind of like a toy drive that we do every year. So be on the lookout for that in the end of the year. But June 18th, I'm going to have a kind of a block party / customer appreciation in the Midwest City, Dale City area. So we'll have some free food, some live entertainment. You might see Ace Kennedy. You just might, maybe. I ain't gonna guarantee y'all, but you just might see my man right here.
Just gotta check the books.
You know, just gotta check it. Yeah, gotta check it. You know, he's a high man. I don't know if I can afford him right now. You know what I'm saying? He don't
listen to him.
You know what I mean? He kind of high price, but you know, we'll see. But like I said, we'll do something, man. June 18th, Saturday. It's gonna be in Dale City, Southeast 29th near Vicky, and just a little block party, man. Free food. Get to check out some of your livest local artists, man, that y'all been sleeping on for months, weeks, and years, or what have you. And just have a great time, man, and just, you know, let people enjoy. Because there's really not a lot going on in the Midwest City, Dale City area as far as live entertainment. And I just want to bring that out here, you know, give people a chance to check that out.
And that's really good because, you know, like you said, there's a bunch of people that don't even know that other people are artists. And to see these people grab the mic and just show all their talent, and it's another opportunity to gain a new fan. and it's gonna be an incredible event. So I'm definitely gonna try to be here because I would love to bless.
It's on camera. Nah,
it's all good. It's all good.
No, it's all good. But no, we're gonna be doing that, man. So I mean, that's just the next thing coming up. I'm probably be doing more things throughout the year, but June 18th on a Saturday in Dale City, gonna have a little parking lot, cool, man. You know, I might have a domino table out there for you domino heads out there that think y'all got game. You know,
you better get out here.
You know what I'm saying? Get out here, get you a burger. You know what I'm saying? Chill, listen to some cool live music, put on for the city. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So, who actually inspired you to get serious about it?
Just family and friends. They just said, "Hey, man, you sound pretty dang good, man. We need to get you in some, you know, we need to get you in a real studio." But I mean, like I said, I grew up listening. You know, me and you probably grew up in the same era, man. When you had the Scarface, the Outkast, the Wu-Tangs, the Cubes, you know, whatever. You had all these dope artists and MCs, and to be honest, man, growing up as a teenager, I really didn't know like there was outlets. There were probably far and few between in the city at the time, but I didn't know there was a lot of outlets that, you know, like we could really rap or we could sing, you know, coming from here. I remember like Nitro, you know, he was the first cat to really put on for the state, from what I understand, and was really doing something. But that was like one, and I know there's a lot of other artists. Shout out to the artists back in those days too. That's paved the way for people like myself and other artists coming up. But he was really the only main cat that you really heard about a scene, really. You know, a bucket loaf maybe or something like that, radio-wise. But I was just kind of a spectator, and I loved hip-hop, man. So, you know, I didn't really think about rapping. I mean, I did. You know, I did rap a little bit, but it was, you know, playful. You know, I bust a few, you know, little 8 bars or here and there, but I wouldn't write no songs. You know what I mean? I'd freestyle here and there.
Is there any artists in the industry right now that you would like to work with?
Probably not. I'm a fan of a lot of people, man. Like, if you want to go rap-wise,
top 3 artists. It don't even matter.
I'd like to get on the track. I mean, dude, you know, I'm gonna hold my own, man. You know, I'm gonna be confident with dude, but Black Thought, man. If I get on the track with Black Thought, that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? You know, top 3 artists, maybe a track with Jill Scott would be ill. You know what I'm saying? Man, if I did a track with like Sade or something, that would be dumb. You know what I mean? So just, you know, something like that, man. That's just 3 random people, man. Maybe, you know, even Lenny Kravitz. You know, get on the track with Lenny Kravitz or something like that.
That would be super dope.
So, you know, you can throw Lenny Kravitz, Jill Scott, Black Thought, and, you know.
That sounds hot, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That Lenny Kravitz joint would sound, that'd be banging.
People scared of Lenny Kravitz.
As soon as you said Jill Scott, though, whew,
yeah,
that
man.
would be tough.
That'd be dope, man. That'd be.
So looking at, we just recently lost Prince, very influential artist in the game. When you do decide to put the mic down, what do you want your legacy to be?
Don't know if I ever put the mic down. I might rap till I'm 100. First 100-year-old rapper.
That's all good.
You know what I mean? But nah. I just want people to, I don't know, man, just really know that, you know, that I'm a real artist, man, as far as like, no gimmicks, no strings attached. Just like always spoke his mind, you know what I mean? And cared about, just kind of cared about the music, man. You know, because music is a feeling. You know, certain songs you come on, you get the goosebumps.
You're right, and I mean, there's certain songs you put on for certain moods. You know what I'm saying? You put your get crunk music on if you're trying to run or do something. You know, yeah, absolutely.
Right. So, I just want to, you know, leave timeless music. Like, there's tracks that, you know, I got tracks on CDs that, you know, hell, I still sell that's like 4 years old, 5 years old, and it sound like it just came out.
Right.
So I want to just be remembered as that he made timeless great music, you know what I mean, was a voice for his people and made good music, man, and cared about hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, we try to preserve the culture, you know what I'm saying, so that's kind of what I'm here to do, man, as well as just have fun on the mic, man, too. There's songs where I'm just busting bars, it ain't no topic, just a dope beat, don't get it twisted, you know, you gotta have those, you know, so I got that, but you know, I just like to make good timeless music, man, and just somebody that didn't conform to the mainstream or what's the current trend. Set, you know, made his own lane like the Prince did. Prince, you know, he created his own lane.
He created his own lane and made sure that he was only involved with it. I mean, he took the corporation completely out of it. The dude was a genius. Looking at the landscape, though, of music, do you think that music, what do you think the current state of music is like? Do you feel like we losing it? Or is this just the way the new era of music is? As you were talking earlier about certain artists that you can't understand, like is that where we're going, or what do you feel?
I don't know where we're going. To be honest with you, I don't know where it's going, man. Because it's crazy, man, because looking back, you know, if you do the history, you know, I mean, if you want to keep it hip-hop, you know, heck, God rest his soul, Muhammad Ali, man, he was rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, without the beat. But, you know, you get back to the 70s, you go from Grandmaster Flash, and then you go to the, you know, the 80s, you get the KRS. So you see the, you know, KRS, Art Rakim, Big Daddy. So you see how it evolved 10 years. Then you jump to the Nas, Jay-Z's, the Eminem's, Pop, Biggie. Then it jumps to, you know what I mean? Like, it changes so much. So I'm just kind of really like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of, it's in a good place for the simple fact, it's always been good music out there, man. See, that's the thing. People are like, oh, it's garbage. Now it's, the radio's bad. Well, now we in a state to where you gotta listen to radio.
You're right. I mean, everything is internet-based now.
Yes.
I mean, everybody's streaming stuff. And not only that, I mean, you look at, like you said, we come from a different era, and then our parents come from a different era, and they was probably saying the same thing about our music. So, you know, it's music. It's an expression. It's there for a purpose, and you know, just gotta kind of respect it, and you listen to what you like. That's
what it is, and that's what's cool about it. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the radio I don't listen to. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, but you can go to YouTube, you can go to Pandora, you can go to SoundCloud, you can go to Bandcamp. You know, you can go to somebody's website. You can just be, you know, you can go downtown for a night with your girl or something, and just hear, you know, somebody playing on the corner with a violin or what have you. So like, you really have like. It's just harder to find what you want. You got to dig now. It's not thrown in your face. It's just kind of like, oh, I don't like that. Okay, let me Google, you know, whatever, jazz. Oh, okay, here's a dope jazz artist. So then you run into it. So it's just kind of a little tougher. You got to work, which most people don't want to do. They want it handed to you because we were.
It's a microwave society, man.
I'm about to say that.
I bet you just dropped your album, what you said, like, last week?
Last month.
Okay, and I bet you somebody already asked you when your new project comes out.
Man. They haven't, but I understand what you're saying, and they will. So it's kind of like, and I know what you mean, man. Like, you don't, and it works for certain people, man. Like, you can drop 5, 6. I mean, what, Currency, he be dropping like 4, 5 something every month or every year, which is dope if that's what works for him. But me, I mean, I can, but I want my stuff to be appreciated.
Absolutely.
That's all.
I mean, yeah, I dropped my stuff in 2014, and I'm still working on this project because it's, you know, I love to take my time with the music, and I want to make sure that, like you said, it's timeless, so that when you hear it, that, you know, you just have that, you capture that emotion or whatever message that I'm trying to present. So I definitely understand that. And again, nothing wrong with those that can crank out the music, you know, 4 or 5 songs a day, and, you know, hats off to you, but that's just not how I operate. But, you know, to each his own, and you know, like you said, you just got to kind of listen to the music and listen to what you like, and that's pretty much it. Because there's a plethora of great music and great artists out there.
But with that being said, if you like something, if there's an independent artist, and you know, and you like them, please support them financially. Because if you support them financially, we will be able to continue to make that music. Right. Not only that, give back to the community. I mean, this ain't. I don't do it for the fame or for the money, but if you like it, support it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, download it for free too, but come out to a show. Spend the $5 to come see them at the show, or go buy a hoodie for $30 online, because that allows us to continue to make the great music, the music that you call good.
That you enjoy.
That you enjoy it, because if they don't have the money to pay for studio time, or to, you know, get this cat to play the harmonica that's charging you $100 an hour, or, you know, go on tour to get the music out there, then they cannot continue to make it. So that's very important. If you are able to support financially, whether it be the 99-cent download, the $10 ticket, you know, the $50 bundle, please do so, because we highly appreciate it, and we want to make more good music for you.
So bringing this all the way back to the project, what's your favorite song on the project?
Oh man, I don't. You know, it's all like you said, moods, man. I mean, it's, you know, sounds.
What would you say is that one joint that just, no matter what,
You know what?
that's that go-to joint?
You know what's kind of cool right now, man? You know, like Debonair is pretty dope to me. You know, that's basically, you know, it comes after the Jordan's track. I'm gonna get in that real. Basically, Jordan is talking about how, you know, it's kind of walking both sides of it. We're glorifying that shoot way too much. Our people, as a society, you know what I mean? People getting killed, stabbed, shot, punched in the mouth. You know what I mean? People stealing out their mama or grandmama purse. You know what I'm saying? For this sneaker, and it's the culture. But at the end of the day, you know, if you don't have your priorities in order, you don't need to be worrying about that $150 or $300 to get this shoe, man. You need to get your GED. You need to get your job. You know what I mean? You need to take care of your kids, pay the child support. You know, females and males. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, get you a 401, you ain't got life insurance, but you got like 9 pair of Jordans.
He said all this while I'm wearing some Jordans.
But he got all of this stuff.
I want you to know that I take care of my family.
But he got 401k life insurance, all that stuff.
Absolutely right.
But I'm just saying,
Absolutely
like, I sound like a bit old man, but I'm just saying, like, just put your priorities in order.
I don't
You know
think
what
you're
I'm
bitter
saying?
at all. Because when I heard the track, I didn't even take it as though you were like. I understand that you put an imagery of Jordans out there, but the whole point of the song was about have your priorities straight. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having a big house. There's nothing wrong with having a nice car, but what else do you have? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do your kids? Are you shopping at Payless or whatever for your kids, but you the one that's got this, that, and the other? You know what I'm saying? Or are your kids hungry? Or, you know, there's the whole idea that I took from it is have your priorities straight. So
Yeah, that's what that's about. So if you can afford to get them, man, it's dope. They look great, man. I love them. I ain't bought none in years, but you know, just because of other reasons. But just get your priorities straight, man. Debonair comes right after George, man. It's basically talking about, you know, that grown man fly. You know what I'm saying? That getting out. You know, we all at Friday night, you know, you got your direct deposit hit. You know what I'm saying? You done paid half your bills, you know what I'm saying? Half your bills for the weekend, you know what I'm saying? You got $8 in your pocket, and you know, you better get out there and get fly, man. So it's kind of, I know everybody got a song, like when you getting ready at night, when you getting ready, you know, you get in the shower, man, you getting ready to ride, everybody got like a song that's getting you pumped up, like, okay, yeah,
Right.
I'm it. This is me, and can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm fresh out the barber shop, you know, got my penny loafers on, you know, button down. So that's what that's about, man. You know, it's about having, you know, looking fly, feeling confident, you know, as a grown man, you know what I'm saying? You know, nothing wrong with rocking slacks, you know what I'm saying? Tucking your shirt in, pulling your pants up, you know. So that's kind of what, it's got a nice little cool, smooth vibe to it. Nice, cool, laid back, ride music type track. So I like that, you know what I'm saying? That's me. I'm, you know, smooth, I guess. That's what people say.
L Smooth.
So-
L Smooth.
It's a smooth joint, man. Produced by CAP, you know what I mean? So, you know, right now, Debonair is dope, but, you know.
How did you link up with CAP?
Met him through Ed Spider's deal, you know, Spider's studio, and then I think after a year I was working with Spider, he came, started working next door to him, so linked up with him and been working with him ever since too. So shout out to CAP. You the man, so appreciate all you do. Check him out at dobebeats.com. He got some fire. Don't buy all of it, because I need a couple of them joints, but yeah, that's what we doing.
Well, brother, before we wrap this thing on up, let them know where they can, like you said, contact you, where they can pick up the project. Let them know.
Right now, man, Era of an Emcee is out right now on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. It's out everywhere. Yeah, that's it. We got flyers, posters everywhere. Make sure you cop that. You can go to my website, lsmoothsce.com. Please support, you know, if you like original hip hop, got some boom bap traps on it. It's got a 90s vibe to it, man. I wanted to keep it like a vintage 90s flow to it, because you don't hear a lot about that. You don't hear a lot of that currently. So that's what I did. It kind of sounds vintage, which is dope, I think. But lsmoothse.com, it's on iTunes, Bandcamp, type in L Smooth, go to my page. You can reach me for bookings, features, anything. lsmoothmusic@gmail.com. And yeah, it's everywhere, man. Well, I appreciate everybody that's been listening, that likes it and enjoys it. All the support. Probably get some radio play pretty soon, hopefully. Any DJs that need to hit me up, I'll send it out to you. Artists that want to collab, please reach out. You know, I'm down to work with anybody that's dope and don't care working. So that's just what that is, man. Man, I appreciate you having me. Shout out to this man here, Ace Kennedy, man. Dope artist, man. Got that voice. Midwest City representative right here. I don't know, man. Like I said, I just appreciate everything. I'm still working, still recording. And I just appreciate all the love and support in the city and outside the state, man. Just support your local artists, man. Give us a shot, you know. That's what it's all about, you know. Don't be afraid to go to a free show with R&B artists, hip-hop artists, or pay $5 or $10. If there's 10 people on the roster, I guarantee you're going to love at least 1 or 2. Just give us a chance. That's all we want.
Well, man, I definitely appreciate you letting me come through so we can talk about the project and letting some people know you that may not have that opportunity to know you, and I'm sure they're going to pick up the project or at least check you out, man. And the man's videos are incredible. Era of Emcee is out right now.
Era of an Emcee is out right now.
Yeah.
Please support Street City as a label. Shout out to my man D Stern and everybody that came through on the project. Midwest City, Oklahoma. I love y'all. Peace.
This is Ace Kenny. This is L Smooth. Check me out.